All right, everyone, welcome to another video by All About Ball. And today we're going to be reacting to the Lakers offseason. I mean, it's been an offseason that we were promised a lot of moves by the Lakers. They were going to make moves to become more of a championship contender, and the best they could do was signing DeAndre Ayton. So I'm going to be reacting to what the future holds for the Lakers going into this season, how I rank them as contenders against the rest of the West and the rest of the NBA. But listen, if this is your first time or even if you're new, please leave a like on this video and also make sure that you subscribe to All About Ball. Make sure that you don't miss out on any videos that are coming out all the time. And listen, if the NBA offseason, keeps going the way that it started, we'll have a lot of stuff to react to. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure that you subscribed and make sure that you share this video and the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, anyone who you know loves basketball. Tell them to come over here. We talk about ball all the time. But listen, with that being said, let us talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. Because, listen, man, I mean, going into the offseason after losing in the first round 4-1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves, it felt like it was very obvious what needed to happen going into the offseason for the Lakers. It was get wing defenders and get some bigs because that's what they needed. Against the T-Wolves, the T-Wolves absolutely exposed them. On the perimeter, it was just blow by Central. And then on the interior, the Lakers just had no presence at all. No shot blocking presence, no rebounding presence. And ultimately, I mean, led to a closeout game 5 where Rudy Gobert looked like prime Shaquille O'Neal. And I think that's when all the alarm bells went off. So obviously going into the offseason, you'd think to yourself, okay, the Lakers, try get a big, try get some wings. And the first couple of days of free agency go by, and I'm watching bigs go by to other teams left, right, and center. Steven Adams re-signs with the Rockets. Clint Capella signs with the Rockets. Brook Lopez goes to the Clippers. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, Lord, no. And then thankfully, by the grace of God, the Portland Trailblazers and DeAndre Ayton agreed to a buyout. So now DeAndre Ayton, a lot of teams are in the market for him, looking for a big man. The Warriors, the Lakers, I assume the Celtics also were looking for him. But eventually he signs with the Lakers. And that is the only signing of note to be made by the Los Angeles Lakers. And I think when you look at it so far, this offseason has been an absolute failure for the Los Angeles Lakers. But it's been a failure because when you look at the team, again, the Luka trade was great because it set the Lakers up for the future. However, because it was a trade that just came out of the blue, it's not really allowed the Lakers to build a contending team probably the way that they would have wanted to. Because again, when you know in advance who your one or two best players are, it makes things easy. But for the Lakers, they are in probably one of the weirdest situations a team has ever been in terms of, yeah, you've got a star of the future, but you also have a star of the now. And what I mean by that, of course, Luka Doncic is your star of the future, but then you've got 40-year-old who's going to be 41-year-old LeBron James on a $53 million contract. In an ideal world, you would be building your team around one. Not two guys, one. And LeBron's situation is just so weird because, again, the Lakers are not moving off LeBron, right? We know this. But at the same time, they're trying to start the future around Luka, but you can't do that while LeBron's still there. So it's almost as if now, this season, especially that's about to come up, the Lakers almost have to say to themselves, well, we can't really win because we have a $53 million contract tied in to LeBron. And again, this team should be built around Luka. This team, in my opinion, should be built around Luka. You should be getting big men and wings around Luka. That's where Luka, I think, succeeds the most. But when you look at the Lakers, they can't really do that just yet. And the one obvious move that everyone keeps looking at to say, well, if the Lakers want to go out there and get what they need, which is wings and another big potentially, you need to move Austin Reeves. However, this is where the problem comes about, is that LeBron James only has one more guaranteed year left on his contract. And if you're the Lakers, you're looking at it like, why would we trade Austin Reeves? Why would we trade Austin Reeves right now? It makes no sense. LeBron only has one more year. I truly believe LeBron only has one more year. So why, if you're the Lakers, would you move Reeves? Because again, you move Reeves for 1 year of a contending team with LeBron and Luka. You don't win. Now all of a sudden, you start the Luka era without him having a dynamic duo member that he would have if Austin Reeves was there. So that's why I think if you're the Lakers are saying to themselves, well, we'd rather start our rebuild around Luka and his second, his Robin man, his second man is Austin Reeves, then we build around those two. Because you look at the most successful teams around the league, it's a dynamic duo with a bunch of depth. The NBA champions, perfect example. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his Robin is Jalen Williams. Everyone else around them is built around those two. The the champions from last year, the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and then it's built around those two. And then some other teams, the team before, the Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic. So I'm looking at the Lakers to say, that's why the Lakers, I really don't think they want to move Austin Reeves, is because they say, Luka, Reeves, let's build around these two. Let's start the future with these two. And again, obviously, people want to look at it and say, let's move Reeves. That's what will get us. It makes no sense. And that's why I say the Lakers are in such a sticky situation where they're just in a bit of purgatory right now, because the move to help them is the move that they don't want to make. However, the other move is moving LeBron, which is never happening. We know that. Plus, LeBron has a no-trade clause, so he ain't moving. So this year coming up for the Lakers, it's do the best you can with the roster, because the future really starts after LeBron leaves. And as someone who loves LeBron James, my favorite player of all time is LeBron James, I've had to accept that reality, is that the future of the Lakers with Luka, the Luka era officially really starts once LeBron James leaves, because that's when they can build around him properly. So this season coming up, yeah, you can try your best to build, but hey, you're not really going to be a contending team. Because I'm looking at the deal that they're talking about the most, which is Rui Hachimura to the Miami Heat, and then the Lakers bring in Andrew Wiggins. That ain't, to me, a needle moving, like a shift, it's not moving the needle for me. Because I'm looking at it like that's just a one-for-one swap. The Lakers, if I'm going to be trading with the Miami Heat, they need to go like Rui and Connect, or Rui and Vanderbilt, and then try get, what's his name, Wiggins and Davion Mitchell. That's a deal that I'll go, okay, now I can see it. Because Wiggins, good defender, and then Davion Mitchell, good defender as well. That's where I'll see, the needle move a little bit. But needle move to the point where I think they can win a championship? No. Because when I look at all the other teams in the West, like OKC, the Denver Nuggets, the Houston Rockets, and then the Dallas Mavericks potentially also, depending how Kyrie Irving comes back, those are all teams that I say are better than the Lakers. And people, obviously, I imagine, are going to come out and say, well, look at the Lakers, 50-32 last season, and then now they're going to be even better. Offensively, they'll be better. Defensively, they're not going to be a good team. I think people just need to accept that. We saw it. Again, we saw it in the first round of the playoffs where they got exposed, blown by after blow by after blow by. Luka, Reeves, and LeBron. That is not a good combination. LeBron is 40 years old, bro. I don't know what people expect him to be. He ain't 22 years old anymore. He's not 25 years old anymore. Reeves and Luka, they can try as hard as they want to, but still, they are going to get targeted. If it's not in the regular season, it for sure is going to happen in the postseason. So, for the Lakers, although signing Ayton addresses one problem, there is still so many other problems with that team, to the point where if your expectation as a Lakers fan or LeBron fan going into next season is to win a championship, get ready to be severely disappointed. Get ready to be extremely disappointed, because they're not making it past the first round. Because to me, again, the teams I mentioned, are they better than OKC? No. Are they better than the Nuggets after the moves that they've made? No. Are they better than the Rockets after the moves that they've made? No. Are they better than the Mavs? No. There you go. Because again, people can look at the Mavs, bro. Like D'Lo, I think is going to be a great addition. And then I look at the rest of that team. Max Christie, look at the defenders they've got. Max Christie, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, Gafford, Lively. And then Cooper Flag as well. Not to mention Klay Thompson. Like this team, the Mavs are going to be better than the Lakers for sure. So again, this Lakers team, I think, is in such a purgatory situation right now where, again, I would love to see LeBron James end his career with a championship. But if he retires next season, they're not winning a championship. Absolutely not. There's too many good teams in not just the West, but even in the East as well, that the Lakers are not better than, and they're not going to beat come playoff time. So that's just the message, bro. So yeah, the winning for the Lakers is going to start after LeBron retires, because that's when they'll be able to build around Luka properly. But let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Do you think the Lakers can actually win a championship next year? If not, let me know how far you think they can go in the playoffs. But listen, if you've listened this far, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel and make sure that you like this video as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. And make sure that you share not only this video, but the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, everyone who you know loves basketball. Send them to All About Ball. We're talking about basketball all the time. But with that being said, I shall catch you on the next one. All About Ball out.